How quality time in the outdoors can support mental well-being. Current narrative surrounding mental health and well-being is complex. Depending on who you talk to, it can vary drastically. It exists on a spectrum from anywhere between "it doesn't exist at all" to "it is the core of who we are inside and out." Regardless of gender, age, race, religion, occupation, socioeconomic status, or location in the world, challenges to your mental health and well-being will always exist. Access to mental health resources and support around the world is not equitable, and those that are marginalized or discriminated against in some way, shape, or form will ultimately struggle more than those who don't in accessing support to manage their mental well-being. Education on our mental well-being is a privilege that many take for granted. Medical professionals such as doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, naturopaths, and treatment from those professionals can come at a great cost, both financially and in the time spent accessing those services. According to an Albertan study done in 2019 by Salami and her colleagues, Canadians are reluctant to access mental health support and resources for several reasons. This includes fear of stigma, negative repercussions such as social exclusion or judgment, cost, language barriers, geographical location, and time. How much nature is enough to make a difference in mental health? One study suggests that the benefits are almost felt immediately. Results published by Jules Pretty and Joe Barton of the University of Essex suggest a proper minimum dose for vitamin N. They state that for the first time in scientific literature, they have been able to show dose-response relationships for the positive effects of nature on human mental health. Improvements in psychological well-being, physiological benefits, and improved social networks are demonstrated in those who take part in 2 outdoor walks daily. Additionally, self-esteem, mood, anger, depression, and tension improve significantly. Martha Driesnack, author of Children and Nature Deficit Disorder, in the 2009 Journal for Specialists in Pediatric Nursing, writes how childhood has moved indoors and children are paying the price. Kids are escorted by car to school, after-school activities, practices, classes, and other adult-supervised and structured events. Their experience in nature is often from inside a vehicle, driving from one place to another. Louv shares that no child can truly know nature if it is behind glass or only seen through windows or screens. Children are losing their ability to experience the world through their own eyes, and as a result are growing unable to relate to others' life's experiences. Martha shares that children are too busy and their lives are too structured and scheduled to just be able to go outside and play, a phrase all too familiar to earlier generations. The consequences of these trends have resulted in childhood obesity, attention deficit disorder, impaired social skills, and declining mental health. She quotes, "Scrapes and bruises, once a rite of passage in childhood, are being replaced with fractures, concussions, and anxiety, which are received in today's safe play space of organized sport." Richard Louv coined the phrase nature deficit disorder. He argues that elements of our urbanized lifestyle, including fewer natural spaces, a car-focused culture, more screen time, less leisure time, and increased time pressure from work or school, combine to decrease or even eliminate contact with nature. Sarah Weber from the University of Michigan Medical School cites that Louv's work claims the natural environment can be cognitively restorative, reduce stress, and promote a sense of place. Empirical evidence from numerous fields of study, including environmental psychology, landscape architecture, and public health, supports these ideas and also suggests that human well-being and global chronic mental health issues may improve with nature. Sarah Weber and her colleagues conducted a mixed method research study on young adults who attended a wilderness camp program in 2015. This study measured if nature had any impact on reducing the symptoms of nature deficit disorder. In an increasingly urbanized world with reduced opportunities for interaction with nature, the role of wilderness camps is to acquire nature-based skills that facilitate a deeper attachment to nature. Connection to nature appears to be associated with reduced stress and greater holistic health and well-being, thus counteracting the risk factors from nature deficit disorder.